President-elect Trump with some key cabinet-level posts for his administration. In an unofficial announcement, he's tapping retired Marine General James Mattis for Secretary of Defense.
I don't want to tell you this because I want to save the suspense for next week. We are going to appoint Mad Dog Mattis as our Secretary of Defense.
The general has more than 40 years of military experience. He led U.S. forces in the Persian Gulf War, Iraq, and Afghanistan, earning him the nickname Mad Dog Mattis. The general is also the former head of the U.S. Central Command. Billionaire investor Wilbur Ross tapped for Commerce Secretary. Ross is known for buying distressed and failing companies and turning them around.
And making medical decisions.
Republican Congressman Tom Price of Georgia selected for Health and Human Services Secretary. He is the chair of the House Budget Committee and a former orthopedic surgeon who is critical of Obamacare. So far, Trump has selected 3 women for key positions.
We are so excited.
Former U.S. Secretary of Labor Elaine Chao, now as U.S. Transportation Secretary.
I love South Carolina.
South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley as U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations. School choice activist Betsy DeVos for Education Secretary. DeVos has been an advocate for charter schools and school voucher programs.
The emergence of foreign militaries.
Retired 3-star General Mike Flynn for National Security Advisor. He has helped destroy extremist networks in Afghanistan and Iraq and is known as a skilled intelligence officer, even though he was forced out as head of the Defense Intelligence Agency, reportedly over his combative management style.
Do you know how many security requests there were in
Kansas Representative Mike Pompeo tapped to be the next CIA director. Elected to Congress in 2010, Pompeo was a Tea Party favorite and one of the lead Republicans investigating the 2012 Benghazi attack. Then there's Steve Bannon, Trump's chief strategist. He spent 7 years in the U.S. Navy, was an investment banker for Goldman Sachs, and a Hollywood investor. Most recently, he made it his mission to take down the Republican Party establishment.
Come here, Jeff.
Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions is nominated for U.S. Attorney General. The former prosecutor has opposed immigration reform as well as bipartisan proposals to cut mandatory minimum prison sentences. Sessions has been accused of calling civil rights groups un-American and criticizing the Voting Rights Act.
Thank you.
And finally, the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus, who will be the president-elect's chief of staff. While he's a mainstream pick that many Republicans find encouraging,
My God.
some Tea Party leaders fear Priebus is too much of a Washington insider.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States, Donald Trump. Thank you. It's been an honor. God bless. Thank God.